Next we got soup, chili, refried beans, tuna, junk food stuff. Sodium first. We're looking here, servings per container, 2. Serving size, 1. Sodium, see, they'll tell you 1090 is 1 gram. Over here, 2 times 980. Now I want to show you, if you just learn a little bit of math here, it's not even math, it's just learn how to write the numbers. So the refried beans said that there was 4 servings. The amount of sodium is 490 milligrams. 490 milligrams times how many servings? 4. See, we don't write X anymore. The chili had number of servings is 2 times the sodium is 980 milligrams. I'm going to write that in a different color to show you how this works. 980 times 2. Next one we were doing was the chunky sirloin soup. Number of servings for this was 1. I was proud of them for that. So they just told you flat out the sodium content was 1090. So this is my point, 1090 milligrams times 1, essentially, right? So check this out. Milligrams we're going to write here so we don't have to have all that bunched together. So we'll write it a different color. Milligrams, milligrams, milligrams. 4 times 490. Round that off. Call it 500, right? 500 times 4 is how many, folks? 2,000. Now this is the beauty. The milligrams, that was 10 to the minus third. So what you do is move the decimal point 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Right there. You know what that is? That is 2 grams. 2 grams of sodium is in this. Now remember our conversion to sodium chloride even. We're not even talking about that. That would be 2 times 1.5 would be 3. So 3 and 2, there's equivalent of 5 grams of sodium chloride in the beans. Now 2 times the 980, that's almost 1,000 there, but to show the distinction between the two here, 2 servings for the chili, 980 times 2 is going to be 990, 1,800, that'd be 1,960 milligrams, right? Well, we're good at mathematics here, so all we're doing is moving the decimal point 3 places. Milligrams, 1, 2, 3. 1.96. You round that 6 off, you might as well call that 2 grams, right? So 2 grams of sodium in that. What a coincidence. Now look at the can size sometimes. 16 ounces, a pound, 453 grams. It's supposed to be 454.5, isn't it? See? This one they're calling 15 ounces. So this has about the same amount of sodium chloride as this. This they're saying has 4 servings. This is 2 servings. Now we'll come through with our soup. They were the most honest. They said, hey, 1 can, 1 serving. What's the amount of sodium? 1,090. So if we move the decimal point 3 places here, 1, 2, 3, it's 1.09. Balance at 1.1. So there's 1.1 grams in this, 10 3/4 ounces. Okay, so they're calling this 1 serving. Serving of this would be half of 15, 7.5 ounces. So the best deal for your sodium here, because you'd eat the whole can. So if you ate a whole can of refried beans, 2 grams sodium, whole can of chili beans, 15 ounces, a little less ounces, same amount of salt. Here, 10 3/4 ounces is 1 serving, and you'd get 1 gram. So my point is, the easiest way to read the label is figure how much is in the whole thing. Don't be going by the serving size. So you're going to have to multiply it yourself. Look, even here, a can of tuna, they're calling this 2 servings. So if you're going to eat the whole can, you better know what you're talking about here. Even here, look, 280 milligrams. So 280 milligrams times 2 servings. So 250 and 250 is 5. That's like 560 milligrams. Well, 500 would be a half, so that's almost a half a gram. And then when you look at the mass of the can, it's 5 ounces. Half a gram of sodium. See, we keep calling it salt, but this isn't even the salt part yet, because 1.5 is the chloride that you have to add to this. So remember, 2 grams of sodium is the equivalent. 1.5 and 1.5 is 3. So 1.5 of 2. Oh, boy. Here's your little snack food thing, right? 4 servings per container. So you figure, okay, I'm going to eat one quarter of the bag. You look at the sodium, 140 milligrams. That is not bad. So even if you ate this whole bag of chips, there's 4 servings, but only 140 milligrams. So the whole bag is 4 times 140. That's 4 and 1, 2, 560. Look, same thing. 16, so yeah, 560 milligrams times 4. There's the same amount of sodium in this whole bag of these Captain Booty chips, Pirates Booty chips, aged white cheddar something, corn puffs, whatever, something, rice puffs, and corn puffed, something puffed. 560 milligrams, a half a gram of sodium, so the equivalent of 1.5 grams of salt in this whole bag. So that's not bad when you consider there's a half a gram in a can of tuna, there's a whole gram in a can of soup, 2 grams in the chili and the rice beans, rice refritos. Know your sodium. You're feeding grandma, you give her Hunt's tomato sauce and she eats 2 servings of that. That's the equivalent of 7 grams of sodium for a little old lady. It could have dire consequences. Blood will get thick as Gulf of Mexico oil. Milligrams. So the whole bag is 4 times 140. That's 4 and 1, 2, 560. Look, same thing. 16, so yeah, 560 milligrams times 4. There's the same amount of sodium in this whole bag of these Captain Booty chips, Pirates Booty chips, aged white cheddar something, corn puffs, whatever, something, rice puffs, and corn puffed, something puffed. 560 milligrams, a half a gram of sodium, so the equivalent of 1.5 grams of salt in this whole bag. So that's not bad when you consider there's a half a gram in a can of tuna, there's a whole gram in a can of soup, 2 grams in the chili and the